Go live to Melbourne and bring in the Greens leader, Adam Bandt. Adam Bandt, thank you for your time. You're on the defence in a couple of places, certainly around Brisbane. What's your sense? Do you think you'll hold on to those seats? And what is your view as to the prospects in the seat of Wills and in Macnamara as well in Melbourne?
Yeah, hi. I've spent some time today as well as on my own booth in Melbourne, in Wills and in Macnamara. The feeling's really good. We started this morning with the Greens up in all the polls, and that was certainly the feeling that I was getting from talking to people. There's a real sense, I think, that this election campaign has been a battle of the band-aids, that there's been $100 here, $100 there, maybe it lasts for a year, maybe it comes in a year. Whereas we're facing some really big challenges in the country: housing crisis, climate crisis, cost of living crisis, and people were after a party that's tackling the big issue. And so we're certainly getting feedback from people on the polling booths that they could see that that's what we're doing this election. And up in Brisbane, of course, Peter Dutton's only potential pathway to power runs through those seats in Brisbane, and we've been really clear that keeping Brisbane green is key to keeping Peter Dutton out, and we began our campaign up there with that message. And I think as the campaign's gone on, I think people have understood that message, that we've got the, by voting Greens, you get the ability to keep Peter Dutton out, but also get Labor to act in what may well be a minority parliament.
Adam, Andrew Clennell here, how are you? I just wanted to ask you, you're talking there about keeping Peter Dutton out being one of your main goals. I'm speaking to some Labor people today. They were pretty unhappy that you're running an open ticket in Menzies and Deakin. That doesn't sort of serve keeping Peter Dutton out, does it? What was the thinking behind that? Because one Labor source said to me today, we thought we were a red-hot go at Deakin and this could probably cost us that seat.
Oh, look, I think the Victorian parties address that. If you go to the Greens how to vote site, greens.org.au/vote site at the moment, you'll see in our how to votes in every seat across the country we're preferencing Labor above the Liberals. Vote 1 Green, preference Labor above the Liberals. I think there's been a bit of the Victorian party has said there's been a bit of a scare campaign that sought to be agitated at the last minute out there, but I'm very clear. Vote 1 Greens, put Labor above the Liberals, help keep Peter Dutton out. And if you go to our website and download a how to vote, that's what you're seeing.
Well, I've got to admit, I was also sent a photo today purporting to be a Labor worker in Bennelong handing out green how to vote cards. Is that the sort of thing that tends to go on?
Look, I'm not across that. I haven't seen that photo, I don't know anything about that, but I think we've been crystal clear at this election that in what has been, I think, a battle of the band-aids, I think there is a growing sense that there hasn't been taking on the big issues, and we've gone out and offered a really positive alternative. Things like dental into Medicare, for example. Everyone thinks it's a good idea, and the only objection that had been raised to it was around, well, how do you fund it? And we've said really clearly, well, 1 in 3 big corporations pays no tax, so let's make them pay some tax, and we can do things like get dental into Medicare. So our messages, certainly the feedback that I've been getting, have been really well received. And I guess to put it another way, there's a growing sense that we can't keep voting for the same two parties and expecting a different result. And if you look at, again, the polls that were out this morning, like one that I saw said that the share of the two major party vote might well be at an historic low this election. And when you look at the calibre of the debate and the calibre of the offering of what's being offered, I think you can understand why people understand that you can't keep voting for the same two parties and expecting a different result.
Adam Bandt, thank you for joining us on our coverage. Appreciate it.